Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Thank you for everyone. Thanks to all of you for tuning in tonight. Normally my Facebook Lives are on Sunday, but because of we celebrated Christmas with our kids yesterday. So thank you for understanding and tuning in tonight. I know my football loving friends were happy that I changed the Facebook Live to tonight. So if you're hopping on in, please say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're with me tonight. Hello, Jill. Who else do we have? Hello, Kathy. I think I saw my mom is here. So tell me, are you my football fans, or football fans, are you a Chiefs fan or a Bengals fan? Hello, Joyce. Hi, Cheryl. I'm not a football fan, really. I was when the Rams were in their heyday, but since then, Rick and I don't really watch football. Hi, Valerie. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I know there were a couple of you that said that you were so glad that I was moving it because there was no way you were going to miss the game. So I'm sorry for all of my friends who are Chiefs fans. Oh, there's one. Jan Johnson Foss. Jan Foss. I know you were glad that I moved the Facebook Live to tonight. And I think you were disappointed that the Chiefs lost. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Janice. Oh, yes, I know, Janice. That's exactly who I was thinking of, our friend Jerry, who is a huge Chiefs fan. So I bet she was a little sad last night. Boo. Yes. Well, oh, Peggy. Hello, Miss Peggy. How are you tonight? Peggy, are you a football person, football fan? Let me know. Well, I'm going to get started. Before I do, though, I have to sync my laptop, so just give me 1 second. For those of us in the St. Louis area, or I guess in the Midwest, like Janice, are we getting ready for another snowpocalypse? Kathy, who is in North Dakota, I know, don't, you're gonna listen to us whine a little bit. So Kathy, they're predicting a lot of snow for us and some ice, I think, like around Wednesday. So in the Midwest here, I know it's nothing like you guys, you tough guys in North Dakota, but yeah. Hi, Shirley. Shirley, I bet you're ready. Are you card making, Shirley? Not, oh yeah. I heard that the Kurt Warner movie was really good. Yeah, good, Sandy, you're ready. Yeah, we've got to stock up, right? I think Rick went yesterday and got some things just in case. All right, hold on 1 second. It's not cooperating. Did you all have a good weekend? How about Saturday? I was very, I'm going to share this idea with you, and I wish I would have taken pictures. Oh, here we go. It looks like it's working. Almost there. Oh, here we go. Oh, I missed that. Peggy, you've got snow on the, yeah, that counts. That counts. That's, okay, so that's, Karen made cards this weekend. Yay. Well, I want to share with you before I flip the camera down. I got to stamp all Saturday, and it was so much fun. My kids, so I have Kelly, who married Mike. She's the school teacher. And Kyle and Kelly Jane. So my plan was to stamp. Kelly Nicole, our daughter, loves getting cards and uses them all the time. And I think at our last, maybe it was at I don't know if it was at Thanksgiving. It was around Thanksgiving maybe. We were together, and Kyle, my son, made a comment about he would like me to stamp him some cards also. So then I came up with this idea that for their Christmas presents, I know, last minute Lucy here, but we were a little busy in December. I would stamp a set of cards for for each of them. So the idea that I came up with, which I'm going to show you, I was going to do it tonight, and then I just lost track. I didn't lose track of time. I just didn't get around to it. But what I did was the girls, they were clean and simple cards, very cute. They had DSP on them. I cut out a lot of labels with my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then I just went to town. So the girls got feminine looking cards, and the guys, Mike and Kyle, got masculine cards. Well, of course, together between, the husbands and the wives, they're going to share their cards, but it was so cute. And I had these cute little, card boxes that Stampin' Up! I think we still sell them in the back of the catalog. And so I want to show you, I wish I would have taken pictures of the cards, but they were so easy. And this idea that has been shared with me before about how to make a clean and simple card, and then I was able to mass produce them. It's something that I want to share with all of you, but I didn't get around it for tonight. But I did get to stamp, and you all know, I'm sure you know this, just like all of you, when I'm down here in my stamp room, I am definitely in my happy place, even though sometimes it's cold. I have a little space heater by my legs, but oh, Barb, yes. Yeah, I agree with you, Barb. I'm hoping to get a snow day where I possibly am not at work, and I'm gonna stamp the day away. So anyway, back to the idea with the sets of cards. I can't wait to share the idea with you. If you like to make, all of our cards don't have to be cards that take an hour or a half hour to make. The people who receive them, especially, it was so sweet to see all four, our son and daughter-in-law and daughter and son-in-law, just open up their cards, and they all were very appreciative. So they were not hard cards to make. It's a technique that is, I will tell you, the demonstrator, her name is, it just left me. Oh, Jackie Bullhoys. So look her up. I think she might call them quick and easy cards or 5-minute cards. I am going to do a video on it though. She's known as Stampin' Stamper, and she is amazing. Her cards are not typically the type of cards that last, or that it takes so long. Yeah, 10-minute cards, Joyce. Once you get like the little production line going, and I used my Stamparatus, I used my oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. My Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, and stamped a whole bunch of cards for them. So someday soon I'm gonna make a video and show you all how to do it, because it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Peggy, she is a super demonstrator. Joyce, maybe not, maybe a little longer, maybe 15-minute cards, but either way, I was able to crank out the cards, and all the guys and the girls were just thrilled with them. So that was my Saturday, and I loved it. And I used like DSP that before I would not have, the whole, I can't take it with me, so I might as well use it instead of having it here. That DSP, that pretty DSP, I just started cutting it up, and I'll share that with you either in my next Facebook Live or in a YouTube video. So anyway, enough of me babbling on about my fun Saturday. So I want you all to know that we're at January 31st, so you still have tonight. You could place an order, a $75 order with me. And if you do that, you would receive these iridescent rhinestones. Oops, there's a glare. I'm going to use them. There we go. That's a little gifty from me. But the celebration, that is going on, thankfully, till February 28th. So if you, the products that we're going to use tonight are all from Saleabration. This catalog is, like I said, good till February 28th. And in it, there's a whole bunch of wonderful products. If you spend $50 or $100, and there's no limit, then you get to pick free items out of here. And then there are 3 perks. The first one is spending that $50 or $100 and getting to pick free items. Or this, the next perk is there is a beautiful stamp set called Calming Camellia in the back of the catalog. If you have $300 in orders, you automatically get that for free along with the Stampin' Rewards or Hostess benefits, or sometimes you'll hear me call them freebies, that you can spend along with getting your stamp set for free out of here. And then the last benefit or perk of Saleabration is if you would like to get a discount every single time that you place an order. It starts out at 20%, it goes up to 25%, and then there's lots of other perks like free shipping. You get to pick your kit you get to pick whatever you want for your kit, and you get to be part of my team. So that's fun. I've got about 40 women on my team right now. We get together every month, and even for my long distance girls that don't get to meet with me and our team, I keep in touch with you. I mentor you. I'm here to answer all your questions. So if you have questions, you still have till February 28th to give me a call, whether it's about purchasing and getting something for free, or if you would like to be on my team. I'd be happy to answer your questions. So on to the card. So tonight, I have just one card to share with you, and I really had intentions of making 2 like I normally do, but today was a crazy day. I didn't get down in my stamp room as quick as I would like to, so I hope you enjoy this one card, and it is done with Saleabration items. So hold on one second. I'm going to move this over to the side. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'll get this all set. Oh my goodness. I almost lost you. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Let me flip my camera down. And get it all set up here. And while I'm doing that, I always like to remind you that, oh, look, these things multiply. I always like to remind you, and usually I forget, if you are placing an order, whether it's a $25 order or a $145 order, if you use this code D77DPZJG, that helps me out. This is my website. I always like to remind my customers, especially if you're ordering for the first time online, please make sure that after you go to my website, before you check out, that you still see my name as your demonstrator for me to get credit. So that's my little plug about that. Now, if you're placing an order that's $150 or more, you don't use this code because you will get the Stampin' Rewards or the freebies. So here we go. I chose this card to make for you tonight. This is the one that I'm making. Oops, let me get my light over here. Pull this out of the way. So this card was inspired by my friend and teammate, Pam Watson. I don't think she's watching tonight, but Cheryl, you will have to share with her that I did tonight's Facebook Live because the card that I chose was because of this card that I got as a swap at my team meeting. So watch how cool this is. This is Flirty Flamingo, and this is Daffodil Afternoon DSP. I'm sure you recognize it. And then the stamps, isn't this cool? And then the stamp set that she used is from Saleabration. So this is Special Moments. There's 21 stamps. You get this for free, or you can choose it if you have a $100 order. So it's one of the second level, I guess you would say. And the words are fantastic. There's a variety of words. They are connected to special moments. But also look at this one, Just a Little High for Me. The thing I like about you is everything. Best wishes. There's a big congratulations. I don't know about this being a special moment. Hey, boo, look at that teeny tiny font. That one I'm not sure, but I love this thanks. Hang in there is always a good one when you're thinking about a friend. And then, of course, this one we have to make our sympathy cards. So anyway, and where would I be without a friend like you is so sweet. But anyway, there's the inside. She stamped this, I believe, in Evening Evergreen. And then her belly band. This is done with oval dies, and we don't have, they're not available, but I know a lot of you have them. So here we go. This is my card, and it's done just the same way, only I made it my own. I changed up the colors, still use the Daffodil Afternoon DSP out of Saleabration. You spend $50, and this is in the very front of the little Saleabration catalog. And then, of course, oh, you're going to see there's the same, mine says happy birthday for someone who is wonderful in each of it, every way. Then this daffodil is from Daffodil Daydream. There we go. Just to add a little something something to the inside of the card. And then I used the butterfly and the happy birthday from Special Moments, the celebration. So this is so easy, and it is so fun to make. So thank you, Pam. I bet she'll watch it on the replay, because now that Cheryl and Janice are watching, they will tell her I was inspired by her beautiful card. Pam loves to do fancy fold cards. So, and I, that's one of the things that I can copy like there's no tomorrow, but I can't come up with those ideas on my own. So I'm going to show you the kit. Oh, first I'm going to show you the DSP. So this is the piece that I used. Isn't it beautiful? So it's 12 by 12. And I just cut it down so you can see it better. And then this is, I think, Pale Papaya and Flirty Flamingo. Look at how pretty. There's a little Pale Papaya, and then the big bold daffodils. Here's the piece that we used last week on that adorable that I was inspired by. I'm trying to find it right here. My friend Lynn Zerby. There's that piece that she used, and then I copied her card last week. They fun. Then there's a piece that Pam used. That looks like crushed curry. And don't you love, this is a black and white. I love black and white, or black and vanilla. But then there's the beautiful daffodils on the other side. So, and then one last one. This one I love because look, it's tiny little hearts. And this one, I don't know why, I think of like a baby, you could use this easily on a baby card. Especially when you don't know the gender. That green, we always go to greens, so this would look cute on a baby card. And then this pretty design. So there's your DSP. The dies that I used are from Hippo and Friends, which I don't have the whole set out, but look at, girls, you got to take a look at the, I'm just like becoming such a spokesperson for Hippo and Friends. I would have never taken a second look at that set because I don't have little children. And then the die set, even though you've got dies that are, you know, for the hippo, and there's like a horse or a unicorn, but the label dies are amazing. So these are the two dies that I used for my label on the front. I've already got that cut out for you. And let's see. So we're going to, I'm going to spread this out. My mom said last week, you can move this out so you can, so I don't have everything all bunched up right here. So I'm going to try to do that. So the card base, this is moss, I used Mossy Meadow. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to call this the panel. The panel, which I'm going to score for you, is 4 1/4 by 11. And you score it, I'm going to hold this up so you see it better. You score it at 1 1/2, 3, 5 1/2, and 8 inches. That's what we're going to, those are the measurements we're going to score at. This piece goes behind this one. This is, I used Very Vanilla, 4 by 5 1/4, but you could use any color. I almost thought too, if I thought about embossing this with that texture embossing folder, that would have been pretty. So that maybe the next time, 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece is the die piece. This is 2 1/2 by 4. This is another die piece, 2 1/4. Oh, did I say 2 1/4? 2 1/2 by 4, and then this one is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. This is my belly band. It is 1 1/4 by 9 1/2, and I'm going to score it at 3 inches and 7 3/8. Or if you don't like to do the fancy measurements, you could do 7 1/2. It would just be a little looser around your card. This is for the inside, the piece that has the verse on the inside. This is 2 1/4 by 4. And now I'm going to do the DSP. So one little tiny piece of 1/2 inch by 4 inches. I have two pieces here. They are, whoops, two pieces that are 1 1/4 by 4. Two of those. And then two more pieces of 2 1/4 by 4. So I think, Mom, you were right. I got this all spread out and it looks, you should have told me that sooner. I hope that all of you can see. Oh, here, this one I can see is not on the camera. I'm going to move it down. Does that help? Hey, Pam Watson. Look at the card that I'm making. Thanks for your inspiration. That's okay. You don't have to apologize for being late. All right, here's your kit. And the first thing I'm going to do is move this out of the way. If you ever have any questions about measurements or how I did something, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Okay, the first piece, this is our card base. I used Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to layer onto it Very Vanilla. I'm going to center that on there. And then I'm going to set this off to the side. And I'm going to bring in my trimmer. And let's see if I can get this. I got to move this up low. Oh, thanks, Shirley. Okay, I'm going to bring in this panel. This is 4 1/4 by 11. This is the piece that goes on the front. I'm going to score it at 1 1/2, 3, 5 1/2, and 8. So my measurements are along, that I'm looking at, are along this side of the, oops, sorry, this side of the trimmer. So the cutting blade is the dark one, and the scoring blade, I think I like to call that crumb cake. So we're gonna go 1.5, 3 inches. The color of the panel is Pear Pizzazz. Thank you, Jill. I don't think I said that. Okay, 1.5, 3, 5.5, oops. And then 8 inches. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. I gotta pull out the arm. Do you all know that it has one of these arms? So I'm gonna score, the last score is at 8 inches. I think I gotta do that one more time. Sorry, I don't think I have it. I don't have it flat. It was up on my little OT light. There we go. Now, the one thing that you want to remember, you definitely want to get your bone folder out for this. And because it's gotta lay flat, or you want to try to get it as flat as you possibly can. So that's where these bone folders come in handy. Give it a good crease. And that looks pretty good for now. And it will flatten out, like when you get it in its envelope. It's kind of poofy right now. Thanks, Shirley. Yeah, I love the greens too. Okay, put that back in there. And now I'm gonna bring in my DSP. Remember, it's Daffodil Afternoon, and it's available during Saleabration. And this is 1 1/4. You get 2 pieces, 1 1/4 by 4. Isn't this fun? And they wouldn't have to be like, you know, you see the daffodil pattern. You would not have to have like a pattern paper. You could just have, I mean, not as far as like an image. You don't have to have images like the daffodils are. You can have whatever you want. It's just a fun little fold. Pam, what do you call this? Did you get the name? What is the funny, or did they have the name for this kind of a card? Or do you have a name for this kind of card? I hope you do. I had no idea. These pieces are 2 1/4 by 4. And I just get them, you know, I try to get them as even as I can along the top and then along the bottom, and then center them within their little panel. And then, let's see, we're gonna stamp, because you always want to stamp before you glue it down. That's my, like, big tip. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow for the inside. Oh, I'm going to use Mossy Meadow and actually Soft Seafoam, because it's just a shade lighter, I think, than Pear Pizzazz. So Mossy Meadow, and it's photopolymer. So I got my pierce mat out. Maybe it might be Peggy. It might be called an accordion card. It should be. Accordions are so special. Special to me. That's my little girls. I think I've said it before. You all know I played the accordion when I was a kid, and I competed, and I was in a band. I was in an accordion band. Okay, that looks pretty. I'm gonna close this up for right now. And Soft Seafoam. I don't use this color very often. Every once in a while it gets pulled out, but Pam had an image, a flower image on hers, and I thought, I have one on mine too. And of course now I need to get, I'm looking for something to stamp on, so I don't want to stamp on my pierce mat. Here's my little. So I'm taking the daffodil from what is it? Daffodil Daydream. Daffodil Daydream. This set makes me want to order bulbs to plant. Except we have so many deer around us. I doubt that they would last. Isn't that cute? All right, put this out of the way. So this panel is going to go right here. Oops. And this panel that I just stamped on, it's also 2 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to put it close to the score line. And then I'm going to take this teeny tiny little piece, a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. Oh, Pam, what did you call? Did you type something and I missed it? Are you going to look? A 1/2 inch by 4. So tiny little scrap. You're right, Shirley. Look at all the DSP you could use up making these cards. And they're not hard to do. And this, I just love this piece because it adds just a little something to the panel. And look. And I didn't pay attention, you know, like I didn't try on this one to match up the patterns to make it flow. I just cut and then glued. And I think it looks lovely. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take, now I have Stampin' Seal Plus, and it is a strong adhesive. The other adhesive I would recommend to glue this down would maybe be tear and tape. Because it's a moving card, you've got to use a little bit of extra. Although I'm wondering, my friend Pam, did you use Tombow glue to put this down? Pam loves Tombow glue. Okay. Center Accordion Card. That makes sense. Okay. So far so good. Isn't it cute? All right, set it back to the side. I'm going to bring in my trimmer again because I'm going to do a little bit more scoring. And this piece again is 1 1/4 by 9 1/2. And I'm going to score it at 3 inches and 7 3/8. Or like I said before, you could, if you don't like the fancy measurement, you could always do 7 1/2, but it would be a little, it'll be just a little bit looser around the belly band will be. So here we go. We're going to do 3 inches and 7 3/8, which is almost right before the 7 1/2. And give these a nice crease. Move this out of the way. There's my little belly band. Oh, this, yes, you know what? That is a great idea. Oh, except I stamped the inside because this one has Easter blessings in it. So that's a great idea, Jan. I was going to say, let me do that, but I had already stamped and glued down the inside. These, I agree. This would make a beautiful Easter card. Okay, now the piece that I die cut with the Hippo and Friends dies, this one is Very Vanilla, 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then Mossy Meadow, 2 1/2 by 4. And I've already cut those out. There's the dies again. Did this work a little ahead of time. Now, I'm not going to glue this down until I've got this piece stamped the way I want it to look. And I'm going to bring back in my Pierce mat. This is cool because it has like a little embossed rim on it. I love that little detail on it. And then bring back Mossy Meadow. Yeah, the splatter, you're right. anytime they add like, those are like little bonus, Stampin' Up! Adds little bonus stamps in there, and that splatter stamp is one of them, because it can be used over and over again for, like, you know, not just this daffodil stamp set. Okay, Happy Birthday is from Special Moments out of Saleabration, and it's got a cute font to it. And then I'm gonna close this back up, and I'm gonna bring back in my soft seed foam. The Daffodil stamp set has a butterfly, Daffodil Daydreams. I keep forgetting the name of it. And this one I'm also gonna stamp off on. Let's see, I'll do one up here. Oh, look at me. Well, now I must have ink on my fingers. I'm gotta cover this up some way. Oh, I like it. I think I like it better than the one I did as the sample. And now we're gonna glue this down, and then we're gonna bling it up. I couldn't decide what embellishment I wanted. I love these iridescent rhinestones, so I kind of fiddled with some other ones, but then, oh, look at that. Well, boo. I used the same die. Ah! You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you a trick. Okay, watch this. I think I've showed you all before. I'm going to take this, stamping on the fly. I've showed you this before, and now is a perfect opportunity. So I've taken, the mistake I made was I used the big die, because I was in a hurry, instead of the smaller die to cut out the vanilla layer. So I'm gonna I took the Mossy Meadow layer, and I'm just going to, see if this works, I hope it does, layer it ever so slightly. Bring on the bling. Thank you, Joyce. Oh, how about that? Oh, nope, we need more adhesive. When a new catalog comes out, I'm one of the, tell me if you do this. I thought I was the only one. I start in the back of the catalog, and I like to look at the embellishments. I like to look at the embellishments and the back stuff before I head to the front. Isn't that funny? And I thought I was the only one, but I'm not. I know there are other girls. That looks pretty good, girls. There are other demonstrators, we've admitted this to ourselves, that there are a lot of girls that they start in the back of the catalog. Isn't that funny? As much as I love the stamp sets, I always like to see, like, are there new colors for ribbon, or what kind of new bling is there? So I hope I'm not boring you with the iridescent rhinestones, but I love, oh, Kathy, you do the same thing. Yay, you can be in a club. Okay, oh, look, here's the big Mamma Jamma ones. There's small ones, medium, and big Mamma Jammas. I think I might, see. Let's use one of these big Mamma Jammas. Might as well, because here, again, we can't take it with us. It does no good to sit down here. That was the fun part. I did use a lot of retired DSP on the cards that I made for Saturday for the kids. So that was fun too. And I did use a lot of embellishments. I did, because the cards were simple cards, I thought I needed. The guys, I used the black matte, what do we call those? Black matte. And the girls got iridescent rhinestones on, I think, a lot of theirs. So There you go. That worked out pretty well. Oh, thank you, Pam. And thank you for your inspiration. Center, okay, that's what we're calling it. We're going to call it the Center Accordion Card. All right, hold on one sec. So, one card tonight. Sorry that I didn't get to do the two, but I knew you all would understand. Oh, thanks, Jill. Yeah, the black matte dots. That's what the guys got on their cards. If you have any questions about the Center Accordion Card, if the measurements or something looks confusing, just contact me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. If you have questions about Saleabration, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like one, I'd be happy to help you out. And I also gift all of my friends free catalogs. So contact me and I'll be happy to pop one in the mail to you. You don't have to live in Missouri. You can live all over the United States, and I'd be happy to be your demonstrator. So that's all for tonight. Thanks for all, tuning in. For those of you who are Bengal fans, I don't even know. I'm sure you're excited to see your team in the Super Bowl. So that's all. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Get ready for those of us in Missouri for snowpocalypse, and get ready to stamp. So, and then maybe if I do get a day off, maybe I'll do another video for you. I definitely want to share the cool techniques that how quick and easy my batches of cards came together for my kids. So thanks everyone. God's blessings. Bye-bye.